Hello everyone, welcome to Current Affairs MCQs program. Let's begin with previous day's practice question. Question was, consider the following statements regarding the Initiative on Critical and Emerging Technologies, that is iCET. 1. It is a framework agreed upon by India and the EU for cooperation in areas including artificial intelligence and quantum computing. 2. It seeks to build supply chains and support the co-production and co-development of items. 3. It aims to develop a new defense industrial cooperation roadmap to accelerate technological cooperation. How many of the statements given above are correct? Only 1, only 2, all 3 or none? The correct answer is option B, only 2. The Initiative on Critical Emerging Technologies is a framework agreed upon by India and the United States in areas including artificial intelligence, quantum computing, semiconductors, and wireless telecommunication. Hence, statement 1 is not correct. It seeks to position New Delhi and Washington DC as trusted technology partners to build supply chains and support the co-production and co-development of items. Hence, statement 2 is correct. It aims to develop a new defense industrial cooperation roadmap to accelerate technological cooperation for joint development and production. Hence, statement 3 is correct. Hence, option B is the correct answer. Now let's begin today's session. First question is, consider the following statements about solar power. 1. India surpassed Japan in solar power production in 2023, generating 113 billion units compared to Japan's 110 billion units. 2. It involves converting sunlight into electricity by directly using photovoltaics or indirectly using concentrated solar power. Which of the above statements is or are correct? Only 1, only 2, both 1 and 2, or neither 1 nor 2? The correct answer is option C, both 1 and 2. India surpassed Japan in solar power production in 2023, generating 113 billion units compared to Japan's 110 billion units. Hence, statement 1 is correct. It involves converting sunlight into electricity by directly using photovoltaics or indirectly using concentrated solar power. Hence, statement 2 is correct. This energy can be used to generate electricity or be stored in batteries or thermal storage. Hence, option C is the correct answer. Next question, consider the following statements about Kala Azar. 1. It spreads through bites of infected male sandflies and can prove deadly if not treated on time. 2. In 2023, Bangladesh became the first country in the world to eradicate Kala Azar. 3. In India, Leishmania donovani is the only bacteria causing this disease. How many of the above statements are correct? Only 1, only 2, only 3, or all 4? The correct answer is option A, only 1. Kala Azar spreads through the bites of infected female sandflies and can prove deadly if not treated on time. Hence, statement 1 is not correct. In 2023, Bangladesh became the first country in the world to eradicate Kala Azar. Hence, statement 2 is correct. In India, Leishmania donovani is the only parasite causing this disease. Hence, statement 3 is not correct. Hence, option A is the correct answer. Next question, consider the following statements about Adi Shankaracharya. 1. He propounded the doctrine of Advait and wrote many commentaries on the Vedic canon like Upanishads, Brahma Sutras, and Bhagavad Gita in Sanskrit. 2. He was a devotee of God Shiv. 3. Joshi Math is believed to be the site where Adi Guru Shankaracharya attained enlightenment in the 8th century. How many of the above statements are correct? Only 1, only 2, only 3, or all 4? The correct answer is option C, only 3. Adi Shankaracharya. He is known as Adi Shankara. He was born on 11th May 788 AD at Kaladi near Kochi, Kerala. He propounded the doctrine of Advait and wrote many commentaries on the Vedic canon, Upanishads, Brahma Sutras, and Bhagavad Gita in Sanskrit. Hence, statement 1 is correct. He took Samadhi at the age of 33 at Kedar Tirth. He was a devotee of Shiv. Hence, statement 2 is correct. Joshi Math is believed to be the site where Adi Guru Shankaracharya attained enlightenment in the 8th century. Hence, statement 3 is correct. Hence, option C is the correct answer. Next question, consider the following statements regarding the Kafala system. 1. It is a practice of tying a migrant worker's visa to their employer or sponsor. 2. It is prevalent in all the Gulf countries. 3. This system has led to forced labor situations resulting in the exploitation and abuse of workers by their employers. How many of the above statements are correct? Only one, only two, all three, or none. The correct answer is option B, only two. The Kafala system is a practice of tying a migrant worker's visa to their employer or sponsor. Hence, statement 1 is correct. It is utilized for the employment of foreign workers in Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates, Bahrain, Qatar, Kuwait, and Oman. Jordan, Lebanon, and Iraq does not follow this system. Hence, statement 2 is not correct. This creates a power imbalance and misery for workers who face issues like confiscation of passports and difficulty changing jobs. This system has led to forced labor situations, resulting in the exploitation and abuse of workers by their employers. Hence, statement 3 is correct. Hence, option B is the correct answer. Next question. Binsar Wildlife Sanctuary, recently seen in the news due to forest fire, is situated in Bihar, Chhattisgarh, Uttar Pradesh, or Uttarakhand. The correct answer is option D, Uttarakhand. Binsar Wildlife Sanctuary is located in the Kumaon Himalayas of Uttarakhand. The sanctuary has over 200 species of birds, including Eurasian jay, Koklas pheasant, Monal pheasant, and Himalayan woodpecker. According to locals, Binsar was named after the Bineshwar Mahadev temple, a 16th century temple dedicated to Lord Shiv. Hence, option D is the correct answer. Next question. Consider the following statements about the Santhal tribe. 1. Santhals are the largest scheduled tribe community in India. 2. They pay obeisance at sacred groves called Jeher. 3. The river Damodar holds a special place in the religious life cycle of a Santhal. How many of the statements given above are correct? Only one, only two, all three, or none. The correct answer is option B, only two. Santhals are the third largest scheduled tribe community in India after Gonds and Bhils. The Santhali population is mostly distributed in Jharkhand, Odisha, and West Bengal. Hence, statement 1 is not correct. They worship nature and follow their own religion, Sarna. They have no temples or places of worship and pay obeisance at sacred groves called Jeher. Hence, statement 2 is correct. The river Damodar holds a special place in the religious life cycle of a Santhal. When a Santhal dies, his or her ashes and bones are immersed in the Damodar river for a peaceful afterlife. Hence, statement 3 is correct. Hence, option B is the correct answer. Next question. Which one of the following best describes Tevaram and Tiruvacakam? Compilations of songs, ports in ancient India, Jain sects, or cave paintings? The correct answer is option A, compilation of songs. The 7th to 9th centuries saw the emergence of new religious movements led by Nayanars, saints devoted to Shiv, and Alvars, that is, saints devoted to Vishnu. There were 63 Nayanars who belonged to different caste backgrounds such as potters, untouchable workers, peasants, hunters, soldiers, brahmanas, and chiefs. The best known them among were Appar, Sambandar, Sundarar, and Manikwa Sagar. There are two sets of compilations of their songs, that is, Tevaram and Tiruvacakam. Hence, option A is the correct answer. Next question. Regarding Kuwait, consider the following statements. It is situated on the Arabian Peninsula, sharing land borders with Iran, Iraq, and Saudi Arabia. 2. Qeshm, the largest island in the Persian Gulf, belongs to Kuwait. 3. Kuwait is a member of the Gulf Cooperation Council and League of Arab States. Which of the statements given above are correct? 1 and 2 only, 2 only, 3 only, or 1, 2, and 3? The correct answer is option C, 3 only. Kuwait is situated on the Arabian Peninsula, sharing land borders with Iraq and Saudi Arabia. It shares maritime boundaries with Iran. Hence, statement 1 is not correct. Qeshm, the largest island in the Persian Gulf, belongs to Iran. It is an arrow-shaped Iranian island in the Strait of Hormuz. Hence, statement 2 is not correct. Kuwait is one of 6 member states of the Gulf Cooperation Council and a member state of the League of Arab States. Hence, statement 3 is correct. Hence, option C is the correct answer. Next question. Regarding the Indian Institute of Arbitration and Mediation, that is IIAM, consider the following statements. 1. It provides only international commercial arbitration, mediation, and negotiation services. 2. IIAM is a non-profit organization registered in India. IIAM is the first institution in India approved by the International Mediation Institute for qualifying mediators for IMI certification. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? 1 and 2 only, 2 and 3 only, or 1, 2 and 3. The correct answer is option C, 2 and 3 only. The Indian Institute of Arbitration and Mediation, that is IIAM, provides both domestic and international commercial arbitration, mediation, and negotiation services. Hence, statement 1 is not correct. It is a non-profit organization registered in India and commenced activities in the year 2001. Hence, statement 2 is correct. It is the first institution in India approved by the International Mediation Institute for qualifying mediators for IMI certification. Hence, statement 3 is correct. Hence, option C is the correct answer. Last question is regarding Thanjavur, Thalayatti, Bommai. Consider the following statements. 1. It is a form of wrought puppetry from South India. 2. It generates a dance-like continuous movement with slow oscillations. 3. It is often displayed during the festival of Navratri. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? 1 and 2 only, 2 only, 1 and 3 only, or 2 and 3 only? The correct answer is option D, 2 and 3 only. Thanjavur, Thalayatti, Bommai, Thanjavur dancing dolls, is an indigenous toy craft form of Tanjore, Tamil Nadu. Hence, statement 1 is not correct. The center of gravity and total weight of the doll is concentrated at its bottommost point, generating a dance-like continuous movement with slow oscillations. Hence, statement 2 is correct. They are often displayed during the festival of Navratri, where a series of dolls are arranged in a step-like manner known as Golu. Hence, statement 3 is correct. Hence, option D is the correct answer. Now, moving on to practice question. Consider the following statements about credit default swap. 1. It is a type of credit derivative that provides the buyer with protection against default and other risk. 2. The buyer of a CDS makes periodic payments to the seller until the credit maturity date. Which of the statements given above are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, or neither 1 nor 2? Send the answer of this question in the comment section. Stay tuned for the next episode. Thanks for watching. For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.